Hello, I'm Micheal Lohmeier, and I'm your city assessor here at the City of Novi. I wanted to take a few minutes today and talk to you about a couple items which I think should be of interest to you. It's summertime, and that means our assessment professionals are out in different neighborhoods performing field work in an effort to collect information on properties. Many of the properties they'll be visiting are new construction, or properties which are experiencing additions and/or renovation work. But other areas are selected each year as part of our required reassessment processes. Our information collection process involves our staff taking notes about value-related property characteristics. For residential properties, it will include measuring the house and any garages or other exterior improvements, such as your decks, porches, patios, sheds, swimming pools. In an effort to maintain the highest quality of assessment records, we do like to do an interior inspection of each property so those characteristics are accurate in our records as well. We make notes of items such as number of bathrooms, number of fireplaces, types of foundation, such as whether it's on a crawl space, concrete slab, or basement, and if there is a basement, whether it's finished, and to what quality and degree it's finished. For non-residential properties, the information we collect is somewhat similar to the houses, such as measuring the exterior of the buildings and sometimes interior common areas, but also involves collecting information about items specific to each property type. For example, with industrial properties, we'll look for truck wells, ramps, generators, water tanks, press pits, craneways, just to name a few of the items. For apartment projects, we generally look for the number of units, but also garages, carports, clubhouses, and swimming pools. For gas stations, we may look at things such as underground storage tanks, dispensers, as well as interior building finish items such as coolers. Each type of residential and non-residential property has both general and specific information that we're looking for. All physical features which affect value is reported on your record card and valuation statement, and the measurements of the building improvements are on your building sketch. As a personal caveat, I will tell you that all our assessment professionals will be driving clearly marked City of Novi vehicles and will have picture identification cards produced by the City of Novi. They are also knowledgeable not to go into any house if there are only kids or non-owners present. So if someone shows up to your property in a non-marked vehicle, has a suspicious looking identification card, or no identification at all from the city, or asks to go into your house where only your kids are present, please contact our office immediately as well as our local police department, because more likely than not, they are not from the City of Novi. At the City of Novi, your family's safety and the safety of our staff is of paramount importance. Also, please understand it is your right to not to let our staff into your property, and rest assured that that decision is not held against you. Typically, when that happens, we'll just ask you about your property at your door or by telephone. So please don't feel obligated that anything is wrong with wanting to maintain your privacy. The second point I'd like to address with you today is that due to the large volume of properties we have in Novi, combined with the fact that we are not able to get into every single property, and simply put, the law of large numbers would indicate that there are mistakes that are going to be made in assessment records. We encourage our residents and non-residential taxpayers to review their assessment records for accuracy. Much of the information is available online. Check at a minimum the square footage of the property and any amenities. You can pick up a copy of your property's building sketch with our office and double check how we've developed the size of your property. If there are any discrepancies with our records versus what you believe physically exists, please bring those to our attention. With that said, we often will have new homeowners or property owners come to our office with a recent appraisal of their property, where the appraiser measured the house or has itemized listings of what exists that are different from our assessment records. Again, if that differs from what you are being taxed on, then please bring that report to our attention as well as a list of those differences. There is a difference between what a private appraiser versus an assessor does, but it's worth the conversation with us to see if there's inaccuracies in your records which need to be corrected. We value your involvement in double checking our assessment records. The final item I want to bring up is your principal residence exemption. Whether you are checking your assessment records online, calling our office directly, or you receive your summer tax bill, please double check that if you are entitled to the principal residence exemption, that you are in fact receiving it. I want to thank you for your time today. I hope I gave you some valuable things to think about, which could help increase the quality of assessment records on your property, but also ensure that your property is properly assessed. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful summertime, and thank you for your time.